Hello everybody, this is our Rodney and Trish, Crystal Guardians, Rodney and Trish. Here we are at our booth, Treasures and Creations.
And we're at the Infinite Possibilities Higher Consciousness Expo 2020. We're here for the weekend, and we're in Ogden, Utah at the Golden Spike Arena.
So this is what we do when we go to a metaphysical show. We'll give you a quick look here behind us. We have a few of the items that we put on display for people. And this is just the start.
So if you're in the area, come on up and see us. We do these shows about 3 times a year. And
the next one's going to be on Mother's Day weekend.
But it'll be in Salt Lake this time.
Hello everybody, I'm here with Adam, and look at this beautiful art. I'm going to give Adam a minute to tell a couple of minutes to talk about himself and what he does. Go ahead, Adam.
I'm Adam Hoffman, I'm a self-taught artist. I create all my work on my computer, and it's all based off of fractal math equations. So I get some really organic looking results because fractal math is essentially the basis of nature.
Okay, I just want to thank Adam for sharing all of this. As you can see, this is what metaphysics is all about. Everybody has their own modality. This young man is doing this in art, and it's amazing the feeling that I get when I see this beautiful art. Thank you, Adam. Thank you very much. Everybody, here I am with Inga from Beehive Buds, and we're going to let her talk a little bit about her modality. Here we go.
Well, hi everyone. Yes, I'm Inga with Beehive Buds. We're all women-owned local Utah company. We make amazing CBD. And I offer you some. It will help you with inflammation and feeling good. There you go. You got some CBD.
That tastes pretty good.
Let's give you some salve for your hands. Ooh, look at your dry hands.
Yeah, they're really
Let's see the difference. Let's take a look at the dry hands, because you love those crystals so much all the time, right? You wash them, you polish them.
I do.
So this CBD salve is amazing for your hands. It gives you like really nice protection for your hands during the winter months especially. Also helps with any pain, arthritis, inflammation. And look at that, look at the difference.
Wow. Cool.
Magic.
All right, everybody, come see Beehive Buds.
Yes.
Inga's really good at this. She knows exactly what she's talking about, and the products are first class A1 products.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. We
All right.
love you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello everybody. As I have been doing, I've been going around the show here at the Expo. This is Sarah. I'm going to let her talk a little bit about what she does in her modality, which is a big part of what we're all about in metaphysics. Sarah?
I'm Sarah. I'm with the Awakening Project. With the Awakening Project, we do a lot of healing. So we do Reiki, we do aura readings, we do energy clearings, energy work, we do healing. So we have a lot of different things that we do. We do card readings. We tap into what you need to help heal you.
So how long have you been doing this, Sarah?
So I started reading cards in 1996. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Over 20 years.
Yep.
Amazing. And how's that? How do people react to you? When you first started, how was it compared to today?
When I first started, it kind of freaked me out because I picked up a deck of cards and I was like, what is this and why do I connect to this? Because I was 18 years old.
Okay.
And now today I'm like, I don't know what I'd do without. this.
And so people come to you and seek your assistance, and you work with the energy that you feel coming from them. Awesome.
Like I can feel their chakras. I know what needs to be done. I tap into them on a soul level, and then I kind of work with what the human needs work on. Because the soul is really resilient. It's the human that's not.
Well, you know, and we're all here to have experiences, and so being the beings that we are, we're just here for that experience. And so everybody's on their own path, and we all are looking for different things on that path that resonate with each one of us. And Sarah's a big part of it. Thank you very much, Sarah. We really appreciate what you do.
Thanks.
Everybody, I'm here with Ronnie and Heidi, and they've been doing this for a long time. So Ronnie, you're a rock hound. Tell me about that.
I am. Well, in 2015, I decided to go on a spiritual walk, and then in 2017 is when I found my passion, which is rock hounding. And so ever since then, I've been digging up these beautiful stones from around Arkansas, here in Utah local, Arizona, and so this is my passion, and I love it.
Okay. And Heidi, how about you? What got you started?
I've rock hounded for as long as I can remember.
Okay.
I love the rocks, and the passion is the hound. We like the dig. We like the dirt. When we dig up these
It's very
stones,
healing.
Yes, therapeutic for sure.
So you working with Mother Earth, basically, right? And you find that to be healing. So that's your modality.
Absolutely.
These have this, and your passion is finding these beautiful specimens and sharing them with other people.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes. We want to share the earth love.
Okay, fantastic. Hello everybody, here we are at another booth at the Expo. We have Ira and we have Joanne, and I'm going to let them tell you about why they're here and what their modality really is all about. Ira?
Yes, okay, I'm with Amalia's Bridge, and what we do here is mediumship and communication with animals. Very few people want to do this kind of work with animals because it's harder to tap into what they can do and communicate. However, they are our friends, and they're often here to come and teach us many important lessons. I've been doing this work now for over, I would say, 10 years. And since I was a very young child, I was able to communicate with them. And what they often do is come here very advanced souls. Many people don't realize that. They're not below us. They're actually more advanced than human beings. They speak telepathically. They often send me images and kinesthetic feelings in my body. And this is how I'm able to translate this information to the pet guardian. I don't call them an owner, they're a guardian. So often what happens is what I do is I translate those images, I help people have a better bond with their animal. Often I have people come who have animals that have problems, that are looking to be rehomed. They're rescues, they've run away, they've had a lot of issues. And I'm able to help these animals with very small shifts in their environment with the person be able to make big changes so that the animal does not need to be rehomed. It's often something, a behavioral issue with the person that needs to be shifted, that the animal is really asking, begging for to be changed. And that little shift is all that it takes. And then there's a happy animal at home.
You know, Ira, we had, my wife and I had a pit bull. Her name was Kenya, and she was part of our family for 13 and a half years. Unfortunately, she succumbed to cancer, and we had to let her go. It was one of the hardest days of my life.
Yeah, I often find that people grieve their animals more than losing their parents. I'm actually able to help that as a medium. I not only speak with animals in person, in body, but out of body. I'm actually leading a pet grief group starting January 26th at the Pride Center in Salt Lake City.
Wow.
And that's open to everybody. There is no pet grief groups in the Salt Lake area. And it's welcome because of this, because people are so bonded to their animals. and they'll be grieving for decades. I've lost 2 of my Airedales last year, and you never get over it because that unspoken non-language bond is so strong, and it's unconditional love.
She was a big part of our family, and I miss her.
Yeah, it is that. It's that vibrational, unconditional love that we experience when we cross over back to spirit. It's that kind of love.
Every once in a while, I feel like she comes to visit.
Oh, she does. I can tell you that she does. And when I'm in a reading, I can tell you exactly how they visit, and I can give you that validation, and that's what I do in my readings.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate it, and I didn't know that all of this was possible, but I'm certainly glad to hear that it is. Thank you very much for being here. We do appreciate it. And you, thank you for your service. You know, I appreciate what you've done for us and what you're still doing even now. Thank you. Okay.
Hey, this is Trish, and I'm here with Anna Sierra, and we're at the Infinite Possibilities Higher Consciousness Expo 2020 to kick off the year. And I'm going to let Anna tell you all about who she is, what she does, and her passion.
Thank you so much, Trish. I'm honored to have her and Rodney here with us, Treasures and Creations. You guys are amazing. Bring all of this beautiful magic and spark together. It's funny that my daughter, Athena. So 2020, we've been doing this particular event, since 2016. So that makes this 2014. 6 years.
6 years.
6 years for this event, but we do 3 events a year. This is one that we're at right now is Expo. So it's the oldest show that we've had. It was the first one started in an art gallery.
Wow.
Yeah. So the reason that I started doing these events was I went to a similar event, and it just lit up my life. It lit up my heart, lit up my spirit, and I thought I just didn't have enough. It was a one-day show, and I got through half of the booths and stuff, and I didn't get to see the whole thing. And I was like, if I did a show, I would do it full show hours, because as a vendor, 3 days, just longer, stronger. And so the lady that was doing that event, I asked her if she would come up to Ogden and do one up here, and she said no, but by all means, if you want to do something up there, go for it. And so I put together some friends and asked them if they were interested, if they would be interested in doing it. Nobody was interested in manning it, so I ended up doing it myself, of course. And here we are, 6 years later with this event, and it's grown. And I was looking at the crowd at the booths last night, and I was like, none of these people except for Tyrell were where we started. The same group or vendors and stuff that we started with right now is all brand new, but it's still the same magic, same vibe, same energy. And then we have our return customers that were here last night. It was so good to see all their faces, and to see more of them today. And then of course we have beautiful music, entertainment, all local, supporting local people, metaphysical, our metaphysical spiritual path, giving purpose and passion and direction to people and what they love, what they desire, and help heal. Sure. More questions?
She filled it all in. It's beautiful.
All right, everybody. Here we are with Michelle, and Michelle has her modality. Michelle, tell us a little bit about what it is that motivates you and this beautiful art. I see crystals involved. Tell me about that.
Well, it just kind of happened one day. I was trying to figure out different ways to incorporate the crystals that I love, and I didn't want it to just sit around and have people have just a clutter of stuff. So I was trying to think of ways that I could incorporate them into beautiful pieces of art. And for me, my art is my therapy. I don't go to a therapist to discuss past, future, present. I pour myself out in my work. I try to do things as organically as possible, whether it be the materials or just how it happens. I try not to force anything. I feel like if I force something, then it's not my therapy. It's not letting me do what I need to do.
So what's the name of your company, Michelle?
It's Organic Crystal Creations.
Okay.
I'm a home-based company, sole owner, all by myself.
Awesome. So if I understand what you just said, you express yourself through art and crystals that seem to talk to you when you're putting your art together, is what I'm looking at.
Basically, yeah. In a nutshell.
Looks pretty cool to me, and I love the vibe I get while I'm standing here. So thank you very much, Michelle.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Okay, everybody, hello. Here we are at another booth here at the Expo, and this is Joy. And Joy's going to explain the modality she's chosen on her enlightenment path.
Hey guys, I'm Joy Chaudet. My significant other co-creator, Jason Lattice, is not available today, so you got me solo. Our brand is called Buddha Gear. We initially started with a yoga meditation headband that has a hidden pocket. It holds a crystal securely over the third eye. When Jason was traveling several years ago and was working with a shaman, when he was up on the mountaintop, had kind of a download or an idea to come to him to take a crystal and roll it in his bandana and tie it around his head. And he noticed when he did that, a different crystal created a different frequency and shifted his meditations. So after we were dating for a few months and I saw the bandanas, I went, wait, what's that for? And designing headwear, I went right to the sewing machine, and thus we co-created the Buddha Band. From there, people were loving the symbols. We started adding them to beanies, and yeah, things have kind of exploded. So we had to make every patch in a 12-step process. The idea being, instead of wearing a brand or a logo, Carhartt, Nike, you can choose to wear something with meaning and significance. As far as modality, we are all about meditation, mindfulness gear, and helping people to go within and connect more with the self. Being aware of what you wear and where it takes you. Your thoughts create your experiences, and so if you're more aware of what you're wearing on your body, your experiences are going to change. You're going to meet different people, you're going to have different conversations. I love to tell the customers, if you're wearing a beanie with the flower of life or an Om symbol at a coffee shop, you're going to have different conversations.
Absolutely.
So that's what we do here at Buddha Gear, and then we do a lot with philanthropy. So every beanie we sell, we gift one to the homeless with a positive affirmation sewed on the inside. Thus, if we can shift their thoughts, we know inevitably their experience will change.
So you say Jason was the one that started putting the crystal in his headband.
In a bandana. He would roll it up. He was doing it for years. But what's crazy is when he did that, when you tie a bandana, you got a knot in the back. So he never wore it when he was sleeping. So when I made this and we started sleeping wearing them, we went, oh my gosh. So many people struggle to meditate. You know, people go, I can't meditate. You know, I can't quiet my mind. But when you fall asleep, your conscious mind shuts down. So the frequencies of the crystals can attune to the pineal gland and connect with the subconscious. So it's like meditating in your sleep.
So thank you, Joy. One of these days we'll have you to the shop and we'll do a more in-depth interview. Perfect. If you'd like to do that.
We love you guys.
We'd be happy to have you to do that.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you again very much.
We love you guys. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Hi, welcome to Treasures and Creations, and I'm here today with Dietrich Hay. And Dietrich is one of the many that come here once or twice a week to do some incredible work, and he can explain it way better than I can. So Dietrich, if you'd share with people what it is you do.
Yes, I am an energy worker. I assist those who are inquisitive about moving energy, how their energy relates to their everyday experience. I explain how the chakra system is a part of their choices in life and how to align more with the center chakra, which is aligned more with the center place of being in life. So I am here 2 times a week. I can also be reached at www.dietrichhay.com. If you want to reach out there or come in to see me here, I believe Wednesdays and Thursdays here, I would love to explain more and tell you what I see,
So Dietrich, how did you get involved into this kind of work?
I am I would say a 3rd generation psychic. My grandmother was psychic, my mother psychic. I am the one that came out of the closet and said, hey, I'm psychic and this is what I do. And that was I have a really powerful friend here in Utah who inspired me. She said, no, Dietrich, you have to share this with the public. And I was just I would share it with family and friends, and she was like, no, you really should share it with everybody. So I decided about 6 years ago that I was going to go public and share it out, and I got certified, and I love what I do. I love what I do. I speak to my children. My youngest son, he's very inquisitive about what I do and how I do it, and I, tell him, you have to do what you love. No matter what you do in life, you do what you love, and then everybody will love what you do. You will attract that energy in. So
That's the truth.
yeah, I really enjoy the opportunity to meet new people, different people, and also because I see in vibration and frequency, so I can see, like I see you and I can see your auric field, and also I see information in your auric field, which allows me to express to you how I can assist you in whatever questions you have. I can turn your questions into an energetic field and then explain how to adjust your energy to achieve your goal, whatever you want to experience.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So as a child growing up with a couple other psychics around, how was that? I bet you didn't get away with much.
Well, actually, it was unique because my grandmother, she was very intuitive and premonition and all, and she would have people who would come to her and ask her specific questions, and she would give them what she felt, what was heartfelt for her. My mother wasn't as open with it. My grandmother wasn't as open with it also, so it was more like the family and friends would come around. So I was able to experience that, but that wasn't my specific goal when I was young. I just know that I would always hear, I could hear voices, and I could hear, and I could see things that others couldn't see, and I kept it quiet for a long time until I couldn't keep it quiet anymore. I would be in the store, and I would hear spirit and say something, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to say anything. It's like, no, say something.
That's weird.
Yes. And then somehow with synchronicity, it would end up where we would start a conversation, whoever I was close to, and it was like, so I would start to see the synchronicities where I was asked to do something and I wasn't budging, but they would be inspired to start up a conversation, and then I would be able to just express it from there. So I understood that there was more of a synchronistic flow to my gift, and I wasn't alone, so I was being assisted. And the more that I was open to it and more allowing of the new information, like not everybody else is doing this, but I am, and it's okay that I am. The more that I was accepting to that, the more the awareness was more broader, where I can assist somebody and also teach them how to allow themselves to be more in tune, spiritually connected with their heart.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like today this is so much more widely accepted.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to be an intuitive or to be a psychic or, to be what they call a little woo-woo or out there. There's all kinds of terms for it.
Yeah.
And those of us that work with it refer to ourselves as energy workers or light workers, because we are here to be the light, and that's kind of a commonality with all of us, to be the light, to share the light, and to assist others on their journey to open up. And Dietrich does really well at that. So those of you that are in question, what's it all about? Come in and ask questions, or you can even shoot us a message. The information is on the show. You can go to our Facebook page. You can message us if you have questions for myself, Rodney, or Dietrich, and we'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Because a lot of people really don't quite understand what happens or how it happens, and sometimes it's not about the how, it's about the feeling.
Yes.
And we work a lot with feeling.
Yes, important.
Yes.
Very important.
And
I would like to also say that I believe in the synchronicity and the flow, the natural flow and progression of life. And this right here is a synchronicity. So whoever is viewing this and you are just caught this just by chance, this is a part of your synchronicity. So this is an opportunity for you to trust and follow. Check in with yourself, see how it feels, and then follow through, come in. I believe that there's something in the store for you, or there's someone in the store ready to assist you on many levels of your being. And I challenge you to that, and I welcome you to do that.
And Dietrich brings in a beautiful presence when he comes. It's a great feeling of love and very deep-rooted. And that's what we love to bring into our space, and we love to share with all of you, be it on camera or here in real life. So come on down to Treasures and Creations in Salt Lake, 3419 South State, and we will see you soon.
Hello everybody. So you can see we were at Infinite Possibilities, and we were able to find so many different people doing so many different modalities. Metaphysics is a good part of higher consciousness, but higher consciousness is a very big field. We here at Treasures and Creations, we're into the metaphysical end of it. We're also part of the higher consciousness community, and you got to see some great people there. What we do is we work with people in crystals, and that's our big thing. We have lots of crystals. You can see there's some right here by me. Today is Thursday. On Monday morning, we're leaving to go to Tucson. It's the largest rock, gem, and mineral show in the world. We get to see some of our people down there that we only get to see twice a year, in September and February. They bring us some of the best crystals, and they're really in tune. We're choosing our suppliers wisely. They're very in tune with the energy of the crystals. They know exactly what we're looking for. We will be taking some video down there and some still photos, and when we get back, our February episodes are going to be getting very specific about what we can do with crystals and how we work with them and how you can choose to work with them. Now, here we are at our shop, Treasures and Creations. Our address is 3419 South State Street in Salt Lake. Okay, so it's real easy to find us. Go online and look us up, treasuresandcreations.com. Go find us on Facebook, wherever you find us. We ship all over the world, and I am going on my journey. This time I'm going to be working with some very important people that for all of us, we're going to be able to bring in some really awesome pieces for the practitioners out there, different types of wands, vogels, all kinds of different pieces that I'm really looking forward to having available for all of you should you choose to want to get some. We've been doing this in a small way for a while, and now we're about to hit it and knock a home run for all of you. Contact us. Our number is 801-679-1717. That calls us right here at the shop. And if you have a real personal question, my cell phone number is 801-309-1384. I really do know quite a bit about all of this stuff, and you're going to find that out over time. I hope to share all of this with you. Whether you're a rock hound, whether you're a practitioner, we've got what you want. Here you go, JC. Show them a little bit more, please.